As part of your journey, your study journey here at the University of Aberdeen, you can take either single or joint degrees within theology and other subjects within the university. So there's lots of flexibility there. So if you're interested or in ancient religion, theology, divinity, you can take a single honours pathway, or if you're interested in doing other subjects out with that main discipline area, perhaps politics and international relations, there's an opportunity for you to take those options as well. But also there's flexibility in the learning. You can either be a full-time student on your degree pathway or a part-time student. So plenty of options.
One of the nice things about being an undergraduate at the University of Aberdeen is that you're part of a big university, but at the same time the cohort that you're a part of, the year group that you're a part of, won't be enormous. You will know everybody and everybody will know your name. It's really nice to be part of an institution where at sub-honours level you can be studying alongside people from all around the university who are interested in topics relating to religion and theology. But then you'll go off into tutorial groups which will be very small and very personal, where you'll have access to world-leading scholars in a really informal way on a weekly basis. And then in addition to that, when you get to honours level, all of the teaching is small group, seminar orientated, just with members of your cohort. And you really will therefore get to know the faculty here and get to know each other really well.
We're able to form and create together a really rich and diverse community of people who represent almost every nation around the world.
The University of Aberdeen prides itself on being an inclusive community. Within the Department of Divinity, we take that really seriously, especially as it pertains to issues of faith or no faith.
The undergraduate teaching provision here is fantastic. I mean, you've got an incredible breadth of expertise by world-leading experts. So cutting-edge research here as part of the undergraduate core delivery in terms of all across the programme and within all of the courses. Fantastic.
My teaching is definitely research-led. But what I particularly like about that is that it means it's not just me teaching to a student, but both of us together studying this text. And I always find, no matter how many times I've taught that text before, that I've always got a lot to learn from the students in that.
I think the expertise within the Department of Divinity are just so varied. Everyone is pursuing something that's so important to them, but it means that you get the opportunity to be involved in so many different things, like whether you want to kind of specialise more in feminist theology or disability theology, or the things that you genuinely care about, there's someone writing on it.
It's almost as if what you're learning as a student is hot off the press, because people are working in core areas, for example. They are publishing within that field of study as well, and they're leading experts. And so here is a great opportunity for you to be in dialogue, not only with your own study, but in dialogue with that research within that subject domain. What an opportunity.
It would be easy to look at the University of Aberdeen's Divinity Department and think that we're a research-intensive institution and that our sole focus is the quality of research that we do. We repeatedly receive the highest accolades and rankings that we could possibly receive when it comes to our research on all kinds of measurements. But the thing that makes me most proud as Head of Divinity is that those rankings and that quality of our research has never come at the expense of our focus on students, our care and concern for them, and our desire to create a community of learning that we're all a part of. For me, the thing that is most pleasing about working at Aberdeen is the friendliness, the supportive atmosphere, and the genuine sense of being part of a community where the sum of the parts is actually greater than the whole.
Most of the seminars have been around readings. Sometimes it's around videos or lectures that we can access online to listen to before the seminar, and then in the seminar we discuss them in groups. And that's been a really good way to just think out loud and bounce the ideas around that I've presented in those.
There are a range of facilities here at the University of Aberdeen. We've got chaplaincy, we've got student support, we've got the academic centre, but also we've got a fabulous facility which is unique to those who are part of the Divinity department, and that's a Divinity library. As a student, you can go in there, there's a computer provision, books, desks, and a fantastic environment to work in.
I've absolutely loved doing this degree. It has been really, really good, and I'm actually going to really miss it. It has meant a huge amount, and it's not just about the piece of paper. It's about the information and the knowledge that I've gained, the way that it's been taught and communicated so effectively.
I think as a person I've changed studying Divinity here because we're taught how to critically analyse things, and that's a skill that you can take into everything, so that translates really well into sort of everyday life because you learn to read into things more than just what you immediately see, and that's a great transferable skill.
You can go on to further education such as a PhD, or you might enter something such as church ministry, religious studies education, publishing, or even any third sector organisation.
I feel as though I've inherited a community, an atmosphere, a kind of feeling about the place that's been around for a very long time. A place that engaged in giving people really good and solid groundings in theology and religious studies, and a place that produced world-leading scholars. To my mind, being head of department has been about preserving that identity, enhancing that brand, and ensuring that we continue into the next half a millennium with the kind of success that we've had in the last half millennium.